Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the outside broadcast of Hilaal TV. It's the Iftar show right here from Cape Town. We are today in the beautiful suburb of Belhar. The temperature's dropped a little bit, but the warmth is right here in this beautiful suburb. And with me to find out a bit more about the Islamic community in the area, I now chat to the chairperson of the trustee of the masjid, Brother Sulaiman Abrams. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah so much for affording me your time today as well. The history of the masjid in the area goes back into the 80s. Would you like to tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, in 1981 when we moved India, there were no place where the people can salah. So my father-in-law came up with a plan, and he approached us, for me and my wife, and he just asked us if they can start giving adhan and make the Jama'ah and Salah at my place. So me and my wife moved to his place, and we slept on the ground. My wife sacrificed for 3.5 years to sleep on the ground so that the Salah are going to go on there. At number 7.
Alhamdulillah. And that's happened about 1980s, around there?
That's the late 1981, yes.
Okay.
It happened.
Okay. And the various projects that you've undertaken since then, I'm sure the masajid has serviced so many areas in and around the mosque.
Here in Belhar, we go with a lot of projects here, like feeding schemes, give maybe support to anybody around here in this area. And after a while, there was just my other place in my place in Jannah, a man called Hanif Ismail.
Okay.
And that was the man who took the whole plan to forward. And he and 4 other brothers, they started to make plans to build the masjid.
Okay, beautiful.
Right? And Mr. Hanif Ismail was the one who brought them together. And from then they starting plans, and they have to go. Then there's another Buddha's name, Buddha Faldi Rahmatullah alayhi. He's also Fadunya, may Allah place him my place in Jannah. He was like a collector. And every week he would collect here in this area for funds to build the masjid.
The masjid itself, also needs quite a bit of help and projects that you have. What are the immediate needs of the masjid?
This masjid needs a lot of stuff here, like projects we're doing here. Like, as you can see, the scaffolding is up. We're busy by trying to maintain the masjid. As you know, we need fire doors as well, and such things as building where is concerned.
Inshallah, maybe there's a generous donor that's listening today who could maybe contribute towards this as well. Brother Sulaiman, Jazakallah so much for affording me your time, and may all the projects go from strength to strength, inshallah.
Shukran, Jazakallah khair.
And that is the trustee of the Belhar Islamic community. Now, we'd like to thank Africa Muslims Agency for sponsoring this iftar program as well. And as you can see, the musallis are ready to break their fast, and the kids in the area as well have come through to celebrate iftar. I'd like to now also chat to the Maulana in the area as well, Maulana Muhammad Ilyas Samai. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Luqman. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. It's such a pleasure to be here and be part of Belhar community. It's almost time to break our fast as well. Maulana, what are the various programs that you have during the month of Ramadan?
Subhanallah, Luqman, if you're asking that, then we can speak for quite a while, unfortunately. But alhamdulillah, yes, we have our normal programs, our daily programs, the morning classes, the afternoon classes for the kids, morning classes for ladies. We've got our iftar, as you can see, with our community. Alhamdulillah, this is probably the highlight to us of the evening now, because just before we started to break our fast, then we make salawat together and we enjoy ourselves, trying to fill the hearts before we fill the bellies. And then we've got obviously our Salatul Taraweeh. And then tomorrow evening, being the first odd night of the month of Ramadan, first odd night of the last 10 nights of Ramadan, we also have our Salatul Layl, which starts at 11 o'clock after Taraweeh. Right? And we do 2 ajza, one in the first 7 nights and two khatams, one in the first 7 nights, and one in the last 3 nights as well, right? And then obviously we have our i'tikaf also, where we encourage mostly the young men to attend the i'tikaf also. So alhamdulillah, we are active as much as we can, alhamdulillah.
The khufat that will be reciting during the month of Ramadan, are they from the area? Do they come from outside? Tell me a little more about them.
Alhamdulillah, this year we have only one young man who is, alhamdulillah, almost close to completing his hifz now, Hafiz Abdul Razak Brandt, who is the young man assisting me in the Taraweeh at the moment now. But alhamdulillah, what a pleasure to have him leading the Salah, because he's grown in this area, from this area, alhamdulillah. So we have himself, we've got 2 of his brothers as well, Musaddiq Brandt and Nadir Brandt, who are assisting us with the Isha Salah and with the Witr Salah. So alhamdulillah, we've got some young blood from the community who are doing these things for us.
That is amazing, because you'd like the community to stay involved, and that is what keeps a community together as well. Well, and we've got a couple of minutes left. Would you like to give us a short nasiha? It is the beautiful month of Ramadan, and maybe speak to the community that's listening.
Look, the best thing that I can say is my beloved Ustad Hazrat Mufti Taha Karam Rahimahullah, he told us that if you are asked on the spur of the moment to speak about something, speak about taqwa, because that's something that everybody is in need of. And the month of Ramadan is the month of acquiring taqwa. So very shortly speaking, Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib radhiyallahu anhu, he defined taqwa, and he says taqwa consists out of 4 things. He says, al-khawf min al-jalil, to fear Allah, meaning not fearing Allah, the essence, but fearing displeasing Allah through our own misdeeds. Right? And he says, second, al-amalu bit-tanzil, to practice upon revelation, that revelation being Quran and Sunnah. Right? Number 3, he says, al-rida bil-qalil, to be content with little. Whatever we have is little in comparison to the treasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be content with little. And number 4, he says, al-isti'adad li-yawm al-rahil, to prepare ourselves for the journey from this world to the year after. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that we adopt these 4 qualities, inshallah, and thereby adopt the quality of taqwa. This will be my nasiha to your viewers, mashallah. And may Allah ta'ala allow all of us to benefit from the inshallah.
Jazakallah so much. During the year, Maulana, what are some of the religious programs that you have in the community?
Okay, alhamdulillah, our year is spread quite thickly spread with programs, alhamdulillah. But the one program that we've noticed that the community tends to draw its complete attention to is our Qira program, right? Because alhamdulillah, there's a love for Quran in this community, which is absolutely amazing. Right? This community loves the Quran, and we find this masjid packed to capacity into the whole upstairs, everywhere filled when our Qur'an come and recite the Quran. So we have our Qira program, we have our elderly luncheon, we have our youth days, we have a few youth days, alhamdulillah. We have youth sleepover at various masajid in Belhar as well. So every month we'll take them to a different area. We have our monthly Salatul Layl, which takes place on the first Saturday of every month. We have a Salatul Layl program, which we do 3 ajza per month, which means at the end of the year, we've got a khatam of the Quran read for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then we participate in the icons, which is the Imamat Council of Northern Suburbs, on all of the programs as well, which includes, alhamdulillah, education, which fortunately for Masjid Mubarak, alhamdulillah, the syllabus of the icons is written in this very masjid, mashallah, that is being taught throughout the entire Northern Suburbs. So we engage in the icons activities as well, alhamdulillah. So various activities, alhamdulillah, and I wish I could go in and elaborate in all of these programs. But alhamdulillah, a lot of activities will be involved in, alhamdulillah.
It's such a vibrant community out in the north of Cape Town as well. And to a large degree, so much wonderful work has been done over the years. What can we expect from this community in the next couple of months?
With the hope and the dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings it to fruition, inshallah, we hope that to see that we are currently busy with a Fatiha clinic. We are currently busy with spreading the love of proper recitation of the Quran. This year is dedicated, we've called it Amul Quran, right? The year of the Quran. So our year is dedicated to the proper recitation of the Quran. So inshallah, within the next few months, inshallah, we hope to see that every person in this community reads Surah Fatiha with absolute tajweed, as well as all three quls with absolute tajweed, inshallah, and thereby, with that, they are able to lead the salah, not only to perform the salah, but it is part of our Tuesday evening classes that they should learn to lead the salah correctly as well. So our goal for the next few months, inshallah, is to achieve this, inshallah, proper recitation of Surah Fatiha and the three quls, and the knowledge of how to lead us in salah as well, inshallah.
I think that's ultimately what each household would like to have happen every single day, inshallah, as well. And I'm sure that's going to be achieved very, very soon, inshallah.
With your du'as and with the du'as of your viewers, inshallah.
Ameen. It's about that time where the adhan is about to go off as well. We'd like to say shukran to African Muslim Agency for sponsoring the Iftar live broadcast on Hilaal TV. Imam, if you could lead us into dua, inshallah.
We usually in this area, we start with salawat a little bit, and before we make dua, inshallah. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Well, if you could kindly lead us into dua now as well, inshallah.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma laka sumtu wa bika amantu wa ala rizqika aftartu. Bismillah.
Jazakallah so much as well. We'd like to say shukran to the community of Belhar right here in the northern suburbs. For myself, Luqman Shadrack and Sohail Buns, we'd like to wish you a wonderful iftar. Assalamu alaikum. I can't really do that on air now. You need to walk away. They're still filming.